Welcome to Cinema Story Plus. Hey everyone. Today we're checking out the brand new 2025 remake of Frankenstein, a dark, emotional, modern take on the classic story. I'm going to walk you through the whole movie in a simple and entertaining way, so you don't have to spend hours watching it. If you like quick and easy movie recaps with all the important details, you're in the right place. So, quickly subscribe my channel for get more interesting videos like this. Alright, let's get into Frankenstein, 2025, and see how Victor's desperate experiment turns into a terrifying nightmare. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss a new video. Our story begins in 1857. Far in the northern ice, a ship is stuck, frozen solid. The captain urges his men to break the ice quickly, they must reach the North Pole. Suddenly, he hears something, an explosion out on the ice. He and his crew run toward the sound. What they find is terrifying. Blood is splattered all over the frozen ground. In the middle of the mess, they find an injured man with a badly broken leg. When they check him more closely, they realize his leg is actually a prosthetic. Then they hear a low, threatening growl in the distance. They quickly carry the injured man back to the ship, preparing for whatever is out there. They think it might be a bear, but when they fire their guns, the bullets don't work. The creature isn't hurt at all. The men realize the awful truth, they need to get back on the ship now. The creature begins killing crew members fast. It even climbs onto the ship. And then it speaks, "Give him to me." It wants the injured man. One brave crewman fires the blunderbuss and manages to knock the creature off the ship. But it still isn't dead. The crew pulls up the ladder, trying to stop it, but the creature is unbelievably strong and starts tilting the whole ship. They only have one shot left. The captain fires at the ice under the creature. The ice breaks, and the creature falls into the freezing water. Afterward, the crew treats the injured man. His name is Victor. He warns the captain that the creature will return. It will not stop killing them unless they hand him over. He tells them the creature cannot die, it will always come back. He makes them promise that if it returns, they must throw him onto the ice so the creature can take him. The captain asks what kind of monster this is. Who created it? Victor answers with something that shocks everyone. I created it. He introduces himself as Victor Frankenstein. His father gave him the name. Victor means conqueror. Victor begins telling his story. He lived with his mother, while his father, a powerful baron and famous surgeon, spent much of his time away. His father had married his mother for her money and noble background. When he did come home, the entire house obeyed him. He forced Victor's mother to eat meat for protein while she was pregnant. Every day, Victor would sit in front of his guardian angel statue and pray while listening to his parents fight. His mother cried often and held Victor close. His father hated both of them. Victor was extremely smart, and his father taught him harshly. When Victor got a question wrong, his father didn't hit his hands, because he was meant to be a surgeon, but instead struck him across the face. One day, his mother's health got much worse. There were complications with her pregnancy. Victor called for his father, who operated on her, but she didn't survive. He only managed to save the newborn baby. Victor's world fell apart. Without his mother, everything felt dark. Victor's younger brother, William, grew up very differently. His father gave William love and affection, everything Victor never got. This made Victor jealous. He was also haunted by the fact that his mother died at the hands of the greatest doctor of all time, his own father. Victor confronted him, "You let her die, didn't you?" His father said he tried everything, but no one can defeat death. Victor answered, "Then I will conquer death." That night, Victor had a vision. A dark angel appeared and told him he would one day control life and death. He would surpass his father in every way. Back in the present, the creature breaks through the ice again as Victor continues his story. After 2 slave revolts and a fire destroyed his mother's plantation, Victor's family lost their fortune. Then his father died. William was sent to live with family in Vienna, while Victor went to Edinburgh. For decades, he tried to push past the limits of science. Victor eventually presented his research at the Royal College of Medicine. He told the audience that birth belongs to God, but death is something humans can control. Then he showed them a dead body. The hand on the body came from a different person entirely, but Victor had perfectly attached it. When he used a battery, the corpse moved. The hand caught an apple, then gave it back on command. The professors were furious. They called it evil and demanded to stop it. Someone in the audience, Henrik Harland, watched closely. After the presentation, he approached Victor with a letter from William. William was coming to visit with his fiancée, Elizabeth, Henrik's niece. Henrik then asked Victor if he truly believed he could build an entirely new human body and bring it to life. Victor answered, "You saw it yourself." Henrik said he was impressed, but he warned Victor, "Can you control your fire, or will it burn you first?" 3 days later, Victor arrived at Henrik's home with his research. Henrik explained that using the nervous system wasn't enough, the life force faded too quickly. He showed Victor an anatomical board of the human lymphatic system and explained how a part near the heart could store energy. Suddenly, Victor understood. Henrik offered him unlimited funding. In return, he only wanted Victor to document everything. He might ask for a favor someday, but nothing for now. Victor agreed. Then, Victor finally met William and Elizabeth. Elizabeth was beautiful, and Victor was instantly struck by her. William scolded Victor for attracting attention with his experiments. Victor replied that their father believed in creating life through science, and that he shouldn't stay silent either. Elizabeth laughed at their conversation. In the present, the creature, again on the ship. A watchman spots the creature, but the captain vows to protect Victor. Back in the past, Henrik brings Victor and William to an old tower where Victor will continue his work. Victor chooses a criminal set to be hanged as his test subject, but at the market, he sees Elizabeth again. This time, he followed her to the church. Victor follows her and secretly takes the priest's place in the confessional. Elizabeth confesses she has sinful thoughts about her fiancé's brother. Victor asks if it's lust. She says no, hatred. She thinks Victor is controlling and dangerous. But she knows it's him behind the screen. Later, they went to have dinner together. Victor guesses she bought romance novels at the market, but she actually bought insect science books. Victor finds this charming. They dance, and for the first time in his life, Victor becomes more interested in living things than death. Victor leaves William to handle the work alone. William follows all of Victor's instructions and sets up the whole lab. Victor begins experimenting, but one day Henrik brings bad news. Wars are becoming rarer, and his money is running out. Henrik is running out of patience. He tells Victor a big battle will happen next week, which means many bodies will wash up on the shore. Victor has only 1 week to figure out how to send electricity through an entire body. Elizabeth comes to visit and sees his research. Victor opens up to her and says he wants her to stay with him forever. But she tells him that wanting something doesn't make it true. She has already chosen his brother William. Her leaving breaks Victor's heart. Just when he's ready to give up, he gets an idea and manages to bring a dead test subject back to life. Now he knows what to do. Victor goes to the battlefield to find a tall body for his experiment. He takes parts from many soldiers and builds one body. Henrik takes photos of everything. Victor prepares his equipment and waits for a storm to charge the battery. But he discovers Henrik is dying of syphilis. Henrik wants the new body for himself, but Victor refuses. They fight, and Henrik accidentally falls from the tower and dies. Victor goes ahead with the experiment anyway. Lightning strikes the tower and sends power into the body, but the heart still won't beat. Victor thinks he failed, but later that night, he saw the same nightmare that he usually saw, since childhood. Next day, the creature he created suddenly appears in front of him, alive. At first, Victor is scared of him, but he soon realizes the creature isn't actually dangerous and just looks scary on the outside. Victor tries to teach the creature, but it's like a child. It heals itself quickly and obeys him, but it only knows one word, Victor. When Elizabeth and William visit, Elizabeth is kind to the creature and wants to understand it. Victor becomes very jealous and angry. He beats the creature, trying to force it to talk. The creature finally screams his name. Victor panics and tells William that the creature is dangerous. He lies and says the creature killed Henrik. Victor tells William to take Elizabeth and leave. Then he burns down the tower. The creature calls out for Victor right before everything explodes. In the present, the creature comes to the ship looking for Victor. He becomes extremely angry and tries to kill the captain, but Victor shouts and tells him not to. Victor says, "Don't kill him, take me instead." The creature then tells his side of the story about how he survived. After escaping the fire, he wandered into the forest. He learned by watching animals and people. He secretly stayed in an old house without the family knowing. He learned many things by watching them from hiding. One day, a kind old blind man from the house discovered him. The old man wasn't scared and treated him kindly, like a father. He taught the creature many things, and for a short time, the creature felt peaceful and happy. But that didn't last. One day, wolves attacked the old man while no one else was home. The creature tried to save him, but the old man died. The rest of the family saw the creature and, terrified, tried to attack him. Heartbroken and alone again, the creature left. Later, he found Victor's papers and learned who he really was, so then, he went to find Victor, filled with anger. During William's wedding day, Victor visits Elizabeth, but she is still upset with him because of what he did to the creature. The creature appears and asks Victor to make him a companion. Victor refuses, afraid he will create a whole race of monsters. Furious, Victor shoots at the creature. But Elizabeth runs toward the creature, and Victor accidentally shoots her instead. The creature carries her to safety, but she dies. William is also injured and dies while blaming Victor for everything. Victor hunts the creature across the snow. They fight, and even dynamite can't kill the creature. Victor is rescued by a ship crew. This is where the story began. On the ship, the creature tells Victor that he will suffer forever. But when Victor reaches out, the creature understands he is dying. Victor calls him "my son" and asks for forgiveness. The creature says, "Victor, I forgive you." Then, Victor dies in peace. The creature lowers himself off the ship and pushes it free from the ice so the crew can survive. Then he disappears into the cold, ending their tragic story. In the end, the creature will live much longer than any human. He could learn so many things from the world and live peacefully, but I think it's also a curse. He can't love someone and stay with them until the end, because he's immortal. What do you think about this story recap? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell to get more interesting movie recaps like this. Take care, and goodbye until we meet again.